Okay, for tonight's homework, I'm going to have you write all of each problem and write the 5-word secret message to turn in to prove me that you watched this. Alright, so for this one, it's asking you which of these 4 numbers can I plug in for x here and get a -8 and cancellate that and give you a 0. So here I go. First number I'm plugging in is +10. And again, I'm looking at which of these numbers can I plug into x and have that give me -8. That's pretty much what you're looking for. Which number will give me -8, which cancels the other +8. So the first number I plug in is 10. So again, when you plug that in, all the equations stays the same. So you have that negative and that 5 and that plus and that 8 equals 0, but where that x used to be, that's where you plug in 10. And then on your calculator, or because you're smart, -10/5, moving that negative up to the top, gives me -2 plus 8, and -2 plus 8 will not give me 0. So 10 is not one of my choices. That gives me 6, and that's not equal to 0. The first word is black. Black. Alright, the next one, I'm going to plug in 5 in for x. So again, everything stays the same. Only where that x is do you put that 5 there. So the negative is still there, the 5, the plus, the 8. But as you can see where that x used to be, that's where I put a 5. And then -5/5 gives me -1. And then -1 plus 8 gives me 7. 7 does not equal 0. Another false choice, bad choice. Next one I plug in -40, a little bit more complicated. This one, again, know that that's negative still there. But what you're going to do is you're going to plug in a negative value right here. And if you plug in a negative value into something already negative, that is a double negative. That -40 is going to turn to +40. That's a double negative. The second word is bird. Bird. So that double negative makes that +40/5 plus 8. And then 40/5 is 8. And then 8 does not cancel out the other 8. That gives me 16. Another false choice. So the last one, when I plug in 40, 40 goes in there where x used to be. That gives me -40/5 plus 8 equals 0. And that -40/5 gives me -8. So with that -8 plus the other 8, that cancels away and gives me 0 right there. So that shows that the only choice that gave me a true statement, made that equation true, is 40. That is the one that I need to identify. That one worked. All the other numbers gave me false statements. Can't choose those. Alright, the second type is kind of similar, but you're plugging in a number into 4 different equations. So this one was plugging in the same number in, 4 different numbers into one equation. This next problem has you plug in one number into 4 separate equations. Know the difference. One has you plug in 4 numbers into one equation. One has you plug in one number into 4 separate equations. The third word is eat. Eat. Alright, so for this, I'm plugging in that 4 into each of my variables for each equation, and I want to see which one gives me a true statement. So that first one, when I plug in 4 for that a, I get 4 times a, which is 4, minus 2, and I'm going to see if that gives me 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 2, and that should be a 2 right there, not a 12. 16 minus 2 gives me 14. So that is a false statement. Again, make sure that's 16 minus 2. I'm not sure why I put 12 right there. But 16 minus 2 gives you 14, which is a false statement. That one is not a good choice. Now I'm going to plug in that 4 into my second equation. So it's going to be 5 times 4 plus 2 equal 24. And that gives me 20 plus 2 equal to 24. That is a false statement too. 22 is not equal to 24. False statement. The fourth word is dirty. Dirty. All right, the next one. I'm plugging in 4 for that variable b. So that's going to be b over 2, or 4 over 2 plus 2. See if that equals 10. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that gives me 2 plus 2, which equals 4 equal to 10. That is a false statement. The fourth word is garbage. I'm sorry, the fifth word is garbage. All right, last one. 9 times 4 minus 12 equal to 24. That gives me 36 minus 12. And then 36 minus 12 on my calculator does give me 24. So that number, when I plugged it in, gave me a true statement. So that one is the solution, that last equation. All right, hope this helps. Good luck.